We are back live here from the Daytona International Speedway, bringing you live coverage of NASCAR Camping World Truck Series qualifying here from the Daytona International Speedway, as you will set the grid for tonight's NEXTEra Energy Resources 250 from Daytona. In part 1 of qualifying, you saw the going-home teams go out and make a qualifying attempt. Grant Enfinger right now sits at the top of the pole right now in the 25. Ryan Keselowski, Brandon Jones, Austin Wayne-Self, and Austin Hill. Your top 5, Cody Waer, Clay Greenfield, Norm Benny, Mike Harmon, and Todd Peck, the 5 drivers who failed to qualify for tonight's season premiere. We're now going to begin qualifying for the drivers that are already locked into the field, beginning with Tyler Young. Tyler Young was the slowest driver in practice out of the locked-in team, so he'll be the first locked-in driver to go out on track and make a qualifying attempt here in the Young's Building System Chevrolet. After running a full-time season in the Xfinity competition in 2016, he moves back down to the Truck Series with his family-owned team in 2017. And they'll put a 49.844 on the board. That's a pretty good lap there for Tyler Young right now. 4th fastest for the 02. Tyler Young, this team did not run full-time last year, but they did receive owner points from the now shut-down Belly Boat Motorsports team. Got the owner points from the 16 truck from last year, and they gave it to the 02 Tyler Young team. That is why they are locked into the show in the first 3 races of the year. Making his way out of turn number 4 to put his second lap on the board. Will it be any quicker than lap 1? Yes, it is a 49.794, but he stays 4th quickest for Tyler Young. Now on track, the number 05 Job Chevrolet of Parker Klugerman, back in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series full-time here in 2017. Job in the 05 for Tony Townley and the Affinity Motorsports team. Job on board as the primary sponsor for the weekend for Parker Klugerman as he puts his first lap on the board, which is going to be a 49.081, a very great lap, a very, very fast lap by Parker Klugerman. He goes to the top of the board for over 300 faster than Grant Enfinger in that 25 truck. Even though Klugerman was only 35th in practice, he's one of those trucks that seem to be more focused on qualifying trim in practice this morning. We've been talking about that a lot, and now Klugerman right now a 49.081 and could very well jump into the 48 bracket here on lap number 2, making his way out of turn 4. Klugerman replacing Dylan Lupton in the 05 in 2017. Comes across the line a 49.024 for Parker Klugerman. He is the fastest man in town here at Daytona. Former Series NASCAR Camping World Truck Series champion Mike Bliss now on track in the number 63 Mittler Brothers Chevrolet, making his way out of turn number 4 into the trial to complete his first lap, take the white flag on his qualifying run. A 49.999 for Mike Bliss on lap number 1. That is right now 8th quickest for the number 63. That's a pretty good lap there by the Mike Bliss. Right now 8th quickest out of 19 trucks have now taken time here in qualifying. His teammate Bobby Gerhart qualified right now 11th, or now 12th on the board for Bobby Gerhart. Was able to lock his way into the show on his qualifying run. Bliss now looking for more here on lap number 2. He could very well jump up to 6th at the most likely. Right now, Austin Wayne-Self is 6th. Austin Hill is 7th. Mike Bliss is 8th at the moment. But can he pick it up here on lap number 2? Coming across the line to finish up his qualifying effort. A 49.951. He does. 6th quickest for Mike Bliss in the number 63. Ryan Truex now makes his way through turns 3 and 4 to take the white flag on his qualifying run, making his way into turn 4. Ryan Truex, the full-time driver at Hattori Racing Enterprise in their truck program for 2017, makes his way through a trial and puts a 49.704 on the board. That is right now 5th quickest on lap number 1 for Ryan Truex. Ryan Truex's 81 team Received owner points from Cowbush Motorsports' number 9 truck from 2016. That was driven by William Byron. The owner points went to this 81 truck to get them locked into the first 3 races of the year through Atlanta and Martinsville, along here at Daytona. Goodyear on board as the primary sponsor. Toy Racing Enterprise is really expanding their program not only to a full-time truck with Ryan Truex, but a full-time Xfinity car with Austin Terrio. We'll see that qualifying session with Terrio later on this afternoon. But for right now, Ryan Truex makes his way through the travel. A 49.655 for Ryan Truex. That is going to be 4th quickest for the number 81 Goodyear Toyota of Ryan Truex. Now taking a look at the number 4 of Christopher Bell, your reigning series champion here in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, making his way out of turn number 4 to complete his first lap here from Daytona. A 49.255 for Christopher Bell here on lap number 1. A very nice lap that will put him 2nd on the board at the moment. Right behind Parker Kligerman is right now the current pole sitter. Grant Enfinger down to 3rd, Brian Keselowski, and now Ryan Truex gets bumped to 5th on the grid. And Bell still has another lap to try to chase down Kligerman's time. He's about 200ths off from what Kligerman ran. That was a very great lap by Parker Kligerman to be able to put that kind of lap down. And he has a pretty good advantage over Grant Enfinger, Brian Keselowski, Ryan Truex. Christopher Bell will get right in the middle between Kligerman and Enfinger. Making his way from turn 4 into the triangle they go. A 49.183. Pretty good lap there by Christopher Bell. 2nd for the defending NASCAR Camping World Truck Series champion, sophomore driver Christopher Bell. Now taking a look at the number 99 of Justin Haley, your 22nd qualifier here today at Daytona. Your reigning series champion in the NASCAR Canyon Pro Series East Division from 2016. Making his way into the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series in 2017. And on lap number 1, Haley is going to run a 49.737 on his first time lap. That will put him 7th quickest out of the 22 trucks that have now taken time here in Daytona, in the Truck Series qualifying here from Daytona. Justin Haley moving up to trucks with Harry Scott's H. Scott Motorsports team. As you see, Braun Auto, the primary sponsor for all 23 races here in 2017 for Justin Haley. Making his first ever start here at Daytona. In the number 99, Chevrolet making his way out of turn number 4. Trying to get at least inside the top 5. He'll need a 49.655 in order to do so. And they'll put a 49.679 on lap number 2. They'll put him 6th quickest for Justin Haley in the 99. Coming to the white flag on this qualifying attempt, the number 49 of Reed Sorensen in the Premium Motorsports Chevrolet. On lap number 1 for Reed Sorensen, it is a 51.74 on lap number 1. That will put him 13th quickest of the 23 trucks that have now taken time here in qualifying. Reed Sorensen was able to race his way into the Daytona 500 last night in his Cup car, running triple duty. He'll also attempt to qualify his Xfinity car in qualifying for that series after this session is complete. Sorensen is guaranteed a spot in the field based on 2016 owner points. So he's right now scheduled to drive a lot of races in the Truck Series in 2017, beginning right here at Daytona, and it'll come across the line on lap number 2. It'll be a 51.24 for Reed Sorensen, 13th quickest. He'll stay 13th. He misses 12th place by 1/1000th of a second over Mark Thompson. So Sorensen 13th on the board in the 49. Next on track to qualify, the number 98 of Cameron Haley, the Haley Cabinets Toyota out of Thor Sport Racing, making his way out of turn 4 to put down his first lap here in qualifying. Cameron Haley at the line will put down a 49.285. That is 3rd quickest on lap 1 for Cameron Haley. It is still Parker Kligerman at the top of the board at a 49.024. Second is Christopher Bell at a 49.183. Haley is now third. Grant Enfinger and Brian Keselowski now your top 5. Ryan Truex, Justin Haley, Brandon Jones, Tyler Young, and Mike Bliss now your top 10. As 24 drivers have now taken time here in qualifying. Cameron Haley got his first career win last year at Kentucky in a dominating fashion, but was unable to make the chase, finished 10th in points, and now making his way out of turn 4 to complete his second lap. For Cameron Haley, he'll come across the line at a 49.235. He will stay third quickest for the 98 of Cameron Haley. Now we're taking a look at the number 33 Jacob Company Chevrolet of Ben Kennedy on track, making his way out of turn 4. Kennedy, a former pole sitter here from Daytona, when he was driving for Turner Scott Motorsports back in 2013. Ben Kennedy in the number 33 for JMS Racing here in 2017, a new home for Ben Kennedy. His teammate Grant Enfinger right now is 4th quickest, and Kennedy, a 49.248, just topped him. Kennedy now 4th quickest on his first lap, which bumps Enfinger down to 5th for the 25 truck. But Kennedy still has not far to go to beat the 98 of Cameron Haley. Not far off at all from the number 98's run on his second lap. So we'll see if the 33 of Ben Kennedy can go any quicker here on lap number 2 and jump inside the top 3. Down to the checker flag he goes. Kennedy, a 49.190, third quickest for Ben Kennedy in the 33. Not far off from what Christopher Bell ran, a 49.183 to a 49.190 for Kennedy. Former NASCAR Speed Series Rookie of the Year, Brett Moffitt now takes the track in his 54 NEXTEra Energy Toyota for Kyle Busch Motorsports, making his way out of turn number 4 on his first lap. Brett Moffitt's teammate Christopher Bell right now 2nd quickest. Well, what can Moffitt put up here on lap number 1? A 49.384 for Brett Moffitt. And that is right now 6th quickest on lap number 1 of the 25 trucks, now 26, that have taken time here in qualifying. Still, nobody has been able to get to the 05 of Parker Klugerman on the time chart. Christopher Bell 2nd, Kennedy 3rd, Cameron Haley, and Grant Enfinger. Brett Moffitt moving over to KBM in 2017 after driving full-time in the Cup Series 1 year ago with Bob Jenkins and Front Row Motorsports, making his way into the Truck Series here in 2017 to run for the title and also to run for Rookie of the Year for Brett Moffitt. Making his way out of turn number 4, goes to 54, into the trial he goes on lap number 2. What will he put up? A 49.331. He will stay 6th quickest for the 54 of Brett Moffitt. One of the main favorites to win here tonight at Daytona will, of course, be the number 17 of Timothy Peters, a 2-time Talladega winner, a former Daytona winner in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. Finished 6th in points in 2016. Returns to Red Horse Racing here in 2017. And he puts down a 49.260 on lap number 1. That is right now 5th quickest for Timothy Peters. None of his teammates have went out on track to qualify, so we're not quite sure where the speed, single truck speed, out of the Red Horse Racing Toyotas are at the moment. But right now, Peters showing that he does have a lot of speed here in his Red Horse Racing Toyota Tundra. Right now, a 49.260 lands him inside the top 5 in 5th place after his first lap. He will have new teammates Cody Coughlin and Jed Burton joining the team organizations here for 2017. Peters makes his way out of turn number 4, and he'll go to a 49.180, second quickest for the number 17 of Timothy Peters. A very nice lap. He tops Christopher Bell by 3/1000ths of a second. Peters to 2nd quickest on the board. On track is going to be the BKR Ford of Austin Cindric, one of our Rookie of the Year contenders for 2017, making his way out of turn number 4 in his AutoZone Ford F-150 for Brad Keselowski Racing. Puts his first lap on the board at a 49.645. That is only 8th quickest for the 2 of Austin Cindric. Like Timothy Peters and the Red Horse Racing Team, we have not seen a BKR truck hit the track for qualifying, so we were not really sure where he would be on the as these of speed wise on the during qualifying. And Cindric right now is only 8th quickest, not what he was hoping for on lap number 1, and it may not be the lap he would even want on lap number 2, as it's not really a big pickup from lap 1 to lap 2. So a pole run is pretty much out of the question for the driver of the number 2 of Austin Cindric. But he could try to get inside the top 5, making his way out of turn 4. On lap number 2 for Cindric, a 49.581. He will stay 8th quickest for 8th quickest for Austin Cindric. On track now, the number 66 Columbia, South Carolina Chevrolet of Jordan Anderson. Jordan Anderson making his way through turns 3 and 4. This is a team that debuted in the middle of last year around Dover and had a lot of strong runs and was able to gain enough points to get inside the top 25 in owner points at the end of 2016, which put him locked into the first 3 races of the year. And lap 1, not a good lap at all, a 53.25 for Jordan Anderson. That is only 21st quickest on lap 1 for Anderson. Anderson was one of the drivers who ran in the pack in practice this morning. Got a nice lap. He was up around in the top 20 in practice. But you see, when it comes to single truck speed, it's not really there for Jordan Anderson in this Mullen Motorsports team. Returning for a full year in 2017. Looking to pick it up here on lap number 2, but he's a little bit off from what Chris Fontaine, who's right now 20th quickest, is. At the moment, this is going to be the slowest lap, no doubt, of the locked-in trucks. And Jordan Anderson will come across the line a 52.71. He will stay 21st quickest for Jordan Anderson. We have 12 trucks left to qualify here from Daytona. Can anybody knock the 05 of Parker Kligerman off the pole here at Daytona? Perhaps could it be the number 41 of Ben Rhodes out of Thor Sport Racing? Making his first attempt at a full-time season, the driver who went to victory lane at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park 1 year ago. On lap 1, a 49.253 for Ben Rhodes. Pretty good lap, but may not be enough for the pole. That is right now 6th quickest, right behind teammate Cameron Haley, who's right now 5th quickest on the board for the 41 of Ben Rhodes. Replacing Jesse Little at Thor Sport Racing, this team was numbered 97 1 year ago. With Jesse Little, changed numbers to match the number that Ben Rhodes normally drives. He drove the number 41 in the NASCAR Canyon Pro Series, got a title driving the 41, and now looking to do the same success here in the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series full-time in 2017. Making his way out of turn number 4. Can he pick it up and get inside the top 5, maybe near the pole? For the 41, a 49.194. He picks it up to 5th quickest. He does jump inside the top 5. 5th quickest for the 41 of Ben Rhodes. Now let's check out the number 24 Allegiant Travel Chevrolet of the rookie Kaz Grala, making his first career start at Daytona in the Truck Series. Running full-time in the ARCA Racing Series in 2017 for Kaz Grala. On lap 1, a 49.403. That is not really a good first lap for Kaz Grala. That's 9th quickest in the 24 truck. Two of his teammates have already went out. Ben Kennedy right now 4th, and Grant Enfinger is 7th. And the 25 truck, their other teammate Johnny Sauter was the fastest in practice, so not really what Kaz Grala and this 24 team were really expecting here on lap number 1, or really during this qualifying run period, because I don't really believe Grala can pick up enough to get inside the top 5 to get near, at least near the 33 of Kennedy. He's not that far off from what Enfinger ran, but still not the lap Grala was hoping for on lap 1. But can he pick up a little bit on lap 2? A 49.330. He does. He actually ties Grant Enfinger in the 25 truck. So Kaz Grala will get the tiebreaker because of owner points from 2016. So Grala 7th quickest here at Daytona in the 24 truck. Two-time NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series champion Matt Crafton will now take the white flag in his qualified run in the Menards Toyota. And at a 49.019, top of the board goes the 88 on Matt Crafton, his first lap quicker than Parker Kligerman. Crafton has never won a pole or a race here at Daytona. And now a 49.019 beats Kligerman by 5/1000ths of a second. And that is a very nice lap of the driver of the Menards Toyota of Matt Crafton. His teammates did not really came close to the pole. Ben Rose and Haley, they're 5th and 6th, now 6th and 7th. As Crafton now quickest in the 88. But now he does have time to pick it up and try to keep people from getting the pole away from the 88. To the line goes Matt Crafton. A 48.963, a very nice lap for the driver of the 88 of Matt Crafton. That's going to be hard to beat for the next 10 or so drivers who are left to go out to qualify here from Daytona. Rookie of the Year contender Cody Coughlin now in the number 7 Jegs.com Toyota out of Red Horse Racing. Now we'll take the white flag on his qualifying run here from Daytona. You'll have 8 drivers left to qualify after Cody Coughlin finishes up his qualifying run, and on lap 1 a 49.607. That is right now 12th quickest for Cody Coughlin on his first lap. Not really what he was hoping for after Timothy Peters is over 500ths faster. Peters being Coughlin's teammate. Coughlin replacing Austin Terrio in the number 7. They actually switched numbers from 77 to 7 here in 2017. Coughlin leaving KBM to run full-time for Tom DeLoach and Red Horse Racing here in 2017. Also a new teammate with Jeb Burton in the number 11 truck. So a lot of new things at Red Horse Racing here in 2017. Something that they're familiar with is speed, but that's not really what Coughlin has on lap 1. And 49.535, not really no speed here on lap 2. He's going to move up to 11th quickest for Cody Coughlin. Next up on track, the number 13 of Rico Abreu. Nearly won the ARCA race on Sunday afternoon last week. Now trying to get his truck a nice qualifying run here from Daytona. His teammates Ben Rose and Cameron Haley were not pole material, but Matt Crafton was, and he's right now the quickest guy. But can Abreu top Crafton? No, not on lap number 1. A 49.384. That is actually only 11th quickest for Rico Abreu. I believe that lap could be good enough to have a better second lap, which could move him at least in 8th place, maybe at best, for Rico Abreu. But really nothing compared to what Matt Crafton had, a 48.963. Still the mark that everybody is chasing here from Daytona. They want to get the pole away from Matt Crafton. Making his way out of turn number 4 into the tribal he goes, Rico Abreu. Lap number 2 will be any quicker. It is a 49.320 for Rico Abreu. He will be 8th quickest here on lap number 2. It will be Thor Sport Racing 6th, 7th, and 8th with Rhodes, Haley, and Rico Abreu. Next qualifier on track is going to be the 86 of Brandon Brown, the 35th qualifier here today from Daytona. Brandon Brown getting ready for his second full-time season in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series and making his way through the tribal. Completes his first lap, a 51.80 for Brandon Brown. That is 24th quickest of the driver of the number 86 Teal Nation Chevrolet out of Brandon Built Motorsports. Brandon Brown had a solid rookie year for a underfunded team, coming back full-time, and even announced that he is scheduled to compete in a few Xfinity races for the family-owned team Brandon Built Motorsports here in 2017. So a lot of good things coming Brandon Brown's way here in 2017, but one of them is not really a good qualifying lap. A 51.80 is only 24th quickest after being inside the top 10 in practice. So let's see what Brown can put up here on lap number 2. Comes across the line, a 51.24. He will tie Reed Sorensen for 23rd, but owner points will really decide who will get the 23rd spot, and we're not quite sure who has the tiebreaker at the moment, but for you guys watching the qualifying, you already see it on the ticker. So Brandon Brown right now in 23rd or 24th quickest in the 86. As we take a look at the 51 of Dalton Sargent, making his way out of turn 4 on his first time lap. As you see, Brandon Brown is 23rd quickest. He did get the tiebreaker over the 49 of Reed Sorensen. Sargent in the 51 getting ready for a part-time season here with the KBM in the Truck Series. On lap number 1, a 49.288, a pretty good first lap of the driver of the 51 of Dalton Sargent. His teammate Christopher Bell right now 4th quickest. Sargent trying to get inside the top 5. Not far off from being able to do so. But will it be enough? Can he get enough of a pickup to get inside the or get near the pole of Matt Crafton? His other teammate Brett Moffitt is only 11th quickest in the number 54 NASCAR Toyota. Dalton Sargent getting ready to run a full-time season in the ARCA Racing Series for Venturini Motorsports. Got a top 10 finish in the season opener last week at Daytona after leading the most laps in the event. What will he do here tonight? Where will he start? He gets a 49.241 on his second lap. That will keep him 8th quickest for Dalton Sargent. The number 11 of Jed Burton now makes his way onto the track into turn number 3 on his first lap. He'll be coming to take the white flag at turn number 4. Jed Burton has 2 teammates. One of them is Timothy Peters, who's 3rd quickest. The other is Cody Coughlin, who is 13th. Jed Burton was 5th quickest in practice this morning. We are now in the top 5 fastest trucks in practice. Jed Burton was 5th. And where does he end up here on lap number 1? A 49.520 for Jed Burton, and that is not quick at all. That's only 13th. That's right on top of what Cody Coughlin ran earlier in this part 2 session. So now Cody Coughlin is 14th. Jed Burton is now 13th on his first lap for Jed Burton. After Burton, we will have Tyler Reddick, Daniel Hemrick, Chase Briscoe, and Johnny Sauter. The final 4 drivers who will attempt to go out and knock Matt Crafton off the pole. Right now, none of them really have any teammates who are any close to what Matt Crafton ran. Burton on lap 2, a 49.472 for the number 11. He picks it up, but not enough spots. He'll stay 13th quickest for the driver of the number 11 Estes Toyota of Jed Burton. We are now in the fastest 4 drivers from practice. The 23 of Tyler Reddick, a new home for him in 2017 over at GMS Racing for Tyler Reddick. Coming down the line for Tyler Reddick to put his first lap on the board, and he'll be a 49.388 for Tyler Reddick. That's 13th quickest, right on top of what Jed Burton ran on his second lap. So that is not really the lap Tyler Reddick was hoping for in the 23 truck. GMS Racing is running 5 trucks this weekend at Daytona, but only 4 of them will run full-time. The 25 truck is only scheduled to drive part-time with Kaz Grala for the remainder of the year. Tyler Reddick full-time in the 23, replacing Spencer Gallagher, who moves up to Xfinity competition here in 2017. Looking to pick it up here on lap number 2. Reddick got 3rd place in the final point standings in 2016 with BKR. Comes across the line. Can you pick it up? A 49.325 he does. All the way to 9th quickest for Tyler Reddick. Pretty nice pickup for Tyler Reddick, but not what he was hoping for after being 4th quickest in practice. One of the many drivers in 2017 with a no home is Daniel Hemrick. Moving over to BKR here in 2017, leaving NTS Motorsports. Daniel Hemrick was 3rd quickest in practice, but what can he put up here on qualifying? A 49.891. That is a very bad lap for Daniel Hemrick. That is only 20 seconds for Daniel Hemrick on lap number 1. A 49.891. Only 22nd on lap number 1 for Daniel Hemrick. His teammate Austin Cindric is only 16th, so it doesn't appear the BKR trucks have that much speed when it comes to single truck qualifying. Well, they were very fast in the packs, which could really pay dividends for them later on the night. So with Cindric and Hemrick struggling, we have Chase Briscoe, the rookie, and Johnny Sauter, last year's winner, left to go out. So right now it's looking pretty good for Matt Crafton to hang on to his first career pole at Daytona, as a 49.843 will be the official lap for Daniel Hemrick, and he will pick up, or he will pick it up, but he will stay 20 seconds for Daniel Hemrick. A very bad lap for the driver out of the number 19 BKR Ford. On track now, 2 trucks left to go. The number 29 Chase Briscoe, last year's ARCA Racing Series champion, takes the white flag on his qualifying run. Briscoe puts up a 49.639. That is only 17th quickest for the number 29 Cooper Standard Ford for BKR. So BKR really struggling here in qualifying. Something I forgot to mention with Daniel Hemrick is that Tyler Reddick is actually 10th quickest, not 9th. After Reddick ran his second lap, I said he was 9th. He's actually 10th quickest for Tyler Reddick. And with with Briscoe on his first lap being 17th quickest, that did bump Hemrick down to 23rd. So this is not going to be a good qualifying session for Brad Keselowski Racing. Making his way to the line to take the white flag, or to take the checker flag, a 49.587 for Chase Briscoe, and he will remain 17th quickest for Briscoe. And then there was one driver left to qualify here from Daytona, the 41st and final qualifier here today for the Truck Series season opener at Daytona, Johnny Sauter, last year's winner of this race, looking for his 3rd career win at the World Center Racing here later on tonight to put himself in the 12-driver chase for 2017. Johnny Sauter will take the white flag. His teammates, the highest GMS Racing truck on the grid right now, is 5th with Bean Kennedy. What can Sauter put up? A 49.245 for Johnny Sauter. That is only 9th quickest on his first lap. Matt Crafton will start on the front row, but will he start on the pole? Will Parker Klugerman hang on to a front row starting spot in the 05? Timothy Peters, Christopher Bell, and Bean Kennedy are top 5. Ben Rhodes, Cameron Haley, Dalton Sargent, Johnny Sauter, and Rico Aber, that is your top 10. Can Sauter pick it up here on lap 2? He does have a long way to go to knock the 88 of Crafton off the pole. Can he get to the front row and knock Klugerman off? Out of the final corner, down to the line to take the checker flag on his qualified run. It will be a 49.184. That is going to be 5th quickest for Johnny Sauter in the 21, but he'll be unable to get to the pole, meaning that the pole position for tonight's race at Daytona will belong to Matt Crafton, the 2-time series champion, will lead the field down to green in tonight's season opener for the 2017 NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series season here from Daytona. Congratulations to Matt Crafton and Parker Klugerman in his first full-time season in the Truck Series in quite a while. Comes back full-time. He'll be 2nd on the starting grid tonight from Daytona. 3rd fastest will be Timothy Peters, Christopher Bell, and Johnny Sauter, your top 5 from Daytona. And that will wrap up the coverage here of Truck Series qualifying from the Daytona International Speedway. Coming up next will be NASCAR Xfinity Series qualifying. That will set the front row, and which will set the starting grid for tomorrow afternoon's Power Series QQQ 300 from Daytona. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast from the Daytona International Speedway, and we'll see you tonight for the 2017 season premiere for the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series. We'll see you tonight from Daytona.